Hi, it's me, it's Carol. I'm just here to give you an update on my ACL edema. So I have ACL edema, I have effusion, and I have chronic stress reaction along with cartilage loss. I want to say my cartilage loss is definitely due to my age. That's what my doctor said when I followed up with him, so that is a good thing to know that my edema or effusion or just in general my knee injury had nothing to do with my cartilage loss. I do have my talking points. I know I put everything on a post-it because if it goes on something bigger than this, trust me, I'll try to say like 10 different things in this one video. Once again, I just want to apologize for the blurriness of this video or all my videos. I am working with a new camera, so I'm just still learning how to set it up, and so just bear with me. Today I do want to talk about what not to do. You would think it would be such a no-brainer, but I just want to discuss these things because these are certain things I didn't know to do. And the first one to do is literally to stop walking. Literally give your body a rest, meaning whatever you are doing that's putting a lot of stress on your body, because just like even walking puts stress on the knee that's injured, and it's going to produce more inflammation, and it's going to make your injury last longer, and it's going to prevent you from recovering. So definitely stay off your knee, or if you're like me, your knees, because I have ACL edema in both of my knees along with infusion and chronic stress reaction. I want to say do not use heating pads. You would have thought like I was using heating pads for like I don't even know how long I was using heating pads, because my doctor was like, use one for your back, and then maybe like I figured like if I'm using it for my back, I could be using it for my knees, thinking that, you know, well, I didn't just injure my knees, so like, you know, you're only supposed to use ice like the first couple of days or first couple of hours of the injury. But apparently since I've been re-injured my knee, I'm supposed to be using ice, but we're supposed to be using ice anyway. We have inflammation and ice takes away the swelling. Also, heat pads actually produce more inflammation, so it makes so much sense why my knees were like so swollen, right? Like, and it has all this liquid and sensitivity to it. So once I actually switched to ice, literally last week, and I use ice, or I use just like the cold packs that you can get from like Walgreens or CVS. You can even buy some on Amazon. But I'm even super old school, like you can even use the ones that like DoorDash gives you and just run them underwater, break it up a little bit, and then just use some compression wrap or saran wrap or ace bandage to wrap it around your legs. And you definitely want to be elevating your legs while you're resting. Another thing not to do is eat processed foods, right? Or eat fried foods, or eat any foods that produce an inflammatory reaction. A lot of us didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I'm still eating fried chicken. I'm still eating mac and cheese. I'm still eating dairy. I'm still eating like cheeseburgers, a lot of things with oils, junk food, chips, things like that, even chocolate like sugar. So we are to stay away from salt. We are to stay away from sugar. We are to stay away from fat. That's trans fat, processed fat, fried fat, anything. It's still all bad for us because it's going to produce more inflammation in the body, and that's what's going to take us longer to recover, which means therefore that pain will still be there, and the liquid collection will still be there, and that inflammation and the actual ligament will still be there. So we just have to switch to a more bland but yet plant-based diet. So I would say definitely get back into juicing if you were a juicer, or learn to start juicing. Start drinking more water for sure to get rid of some of the inflammation. Also just start switching to leafy greens. Also, you just want to do an array of colors. Like I was told that the rainbow is really good, so you want to go from like beets all the way to like squash and any color in betweens. You could also research foods that actually will take away inflammation. I can do another video on that if you guys would like to see that. The last thing I want to say is I learned this the hard way, since my body is very sensitive since I had MRI contrast poison. I can do a video on that too. I've got a lot of health issues. Do not take too much ibuprofen or NSAIDs like the NSAIDs are, I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly, so just bear with me, I apologize. But taking things like ibuprofen or inflammatory pills to help reduce the swelling, just be careful. Not only do they cause constipation, but they do cause another array of side effects that you want to be careful for. And for right now, they have me on 600 milligrams 3 times a day. And then as a person who actually has the medical history of like heart attacks and strokes, you want to be mindful about how much stuff you put into your body, because it also says on that little pamphlet can actually cause or make your risk higher for strokes and heart attacks. So just be mindful of the prescriptions you put in your body. Like, you don't want to be increasing your risk for something else. That's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm so thankful for your time. If you have any prayer requests, just let me know. I would love to pray for you. I know sometimes these trials can be really hard, and just recovering can seem like forever, especially when you don't have the knowledge or information, or the doctors not being as helpful or forthcoming with information that you would like for them. Thank you guys again. Enjoy your day. Bye.